Hey, I'm Carrie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. All around, welcome. I'm Carrie Blogger, a career freelancer on fiverr.com, where I've been selling as a Fiverr Pro verified copywriter for about the past 8 years. And in today's chatty, unedited One Take Tuesday video, I'm going to be helping you troubleshoot some of the reasons that maybe your Fiverr gig is underperforming. So whether you are immediately starting out, you're a totally new seller and you're just not getting orders, or maybe you got a couple but things haven't quite turned out quite right and you're just really not sure how to scale up or get your momentum moving in the right direction. Hopefully this is helpful for you. So as I've said in all of my videos across my channel, I am only offering advice based on my personal experience, what I've done to grow my business, and the things that I see working for me and others on the platform. So take this all with a grain of salt. There is no one perfect answer, and I'm not even gonna pretend to promise you like the ultimate secret to success, because I do think that these things are gonna be really helpful for you, but at the end of the day, it is gonna take some work. And it does require some serious skills from you, and it does require kind of a business acumen and awareness to know what's working and what's not. So hopefully this is helpful for you, and let's get right into it. Okay, so let's start at the beginning of the spectrum. Worst case scenario, when you're looking at your analytics on Fiverr, which I definitely encourage you to do, make sure that you are looking there and you know what is available to you in terms of metrics. There's not tons of information, but there is definitely some insight. So let's say that you're just not getting any impressions. If you're not getting any impressions, I think that there are a couple reasons that this might be happening. Number one is that you are offering something that no one's looking for. So if it's so niche or so specific or so unsearchable that people don't know how to find you or don't want to find you at all, you won't be getting impressions. And also if you are selling as a new seller in a really overly saturated category as well, and then in that case, you're just not getting impressions because people literally can't find you because you are offering the same thing as everybody else. So those are two sides of the spectrum. You've got to do some soul searching and figure out which side you are on. And then another issue might be your metadata. So make sure that you are trying different search terms. Make sure your search terms are spelled correctly. If that is spelled incorrectly and no one's searching for that mistake, then of course that's a missed opportunity for you. And try new search data. If you're not getting impressions, there's no reason to be leaving your search data alone. And then make sure that you're also in the right category. Because again, if your search data doesn't match the category that you're in, even if people want to be searching for you, they're not gonna be able to find you. Okay? Let's say, besides those, let's also suggest that if you have any kind of an audience off platform, I recommend that you go ahead and do some promotion for yourself. I personally haven't promoted myself anywhere because I haven't needed to, but especially getting started, if you can play a hand in driving traffic yourself, you're obviously just building awareness and visibility. Just make sure you're doing it in the correct way that's not cringy. You know, I can make a whole different video on that, but do the right thing, okay? No one likes promotion if it's not done well, okay? So let's say that now you're getting impressions, but you're not getting clicks. So people aren't actually clicking on to go visit your gig page, even if you do show up in search. In that case, I would think that maybe your title needs to be more eye-catching. Perhaps you're saying literally the exact same thing as everyone else. Is there another adjective that you can throw in there that would be uniquely different and catching their attention? And then also your gig pictures and videos. You'll notice when you search on Fiverr that there is a little icon that shows up if you have a video. So if someone's actively looking for someone who's gonna offer a video and talk to them personally, having that little icon is a differentiator. And then of course, not only having the one picture, which you want to be clear, easy to read, and eye-catching, but also that you can have 3 pictures on your gig page, gig page. So the same thing is true on search. If people aren't yet converting to clicking to explore more, they are still able to tap through those 3 different pictures. So again, having that all the way set up is not only beneficial for the algorithm to see that you are a fully fleshed out gig and ready for action, but also getting people to go from impression, noticing you, seeing you're totally there, credible, you've got lots of information, and then moving to the next point. And then of course, the other thing that people can see here is your price point. So if the price is a red flag, which I have another video about elsewhere on my channel, so go be sure to check that out. If that's a red flag, that's something you need to be thinking about. And again, pricing is so hard to judge. You don't want to be overpriced, you don't want to be underpriced, you don't want to be the exact same price as what everybody else is doing. So there's a lot of strategy there too. And I have other videos also on my channel about that topic. But that's kind of the last component potentially in why people are seeing you in search, but they may not be choosing to proceed to talk to you. Okay. So speaking of talking to you, now let's say that you're getting clicks. People are on your page, they're looking around, but they're just not converting. Gig description now comes into play, because if your gig description isn't clear, or potentially, let's say you're a writer and there are mistakes in it, that's a giant red flag. And also your FAQ, if people automatically don't get a vibe from you that you are really helpful, or maybe they have so many questions that you're clearly not answering any of them, make sure that your FAQ is fleshed out and being utilized. And again, that's another thing that in the magical algorithm, they are putting a lot of tools at your disposal. And if you're not using all of them, it's not going to look like you are ready for people to come and visit your gig page, according to the magic of the search engine, right? Okay. Another thing would be the video. I strongly recommend, and again, another video on my channel, tons of information here. Go check that out. The video is important because it allows you to show who you are, answer questions, make a personal connection, and make people want to talk to you. So if you're not using that at all, make sure you are. If you're using it and it's not coming across in a friendly, personable, credible way, then that's not going to be helpful for you, right? The other thing to take note of at this stage is the question of, are people messaging you for questions, or are they literally just looking at your page and then leaving? So if they are looking at your page and then messaging you and you're getting a lot of inbox messages, that's kind of a good sign, because it shows they're one step further in the journey. But that also shows that although people are interested in what they have or what you have to offer, they're interested in your skills, they feel like you're pretty well credibly standing out. I don't know if that made sense. They still don't feel like it's clear. So that shows that you can improve clarity on your gig page to make sure that people can go straight from looking at your page to ordering right away. And that's to say, I personally ask that everyone message me before ordering, and I don't want people to just go straight to my gig page and place the order. But that's probably because I'm in a different place in my career and busyness level than you are if you are watching this video. So I would recommend making it as clear as possible so that people can go ahead and immediately place an order with you and not get distracted by shopping around with other people and then, hey, you lost the sale. If you notice that no one is messaging you, that's a red flag that maybe your price is too high or too high for the level of credibility that you are putting out. If it's too low, but your credibility is super, super good, they would probably message you, right? That looks like a scenario of they would probably say like, I'm really impressed with your portfolio. I'm really impressed with your video and your photos and your FAQ. How in the world is this really worth $5? Am I reading your packages right? Like, you would be getting that kind of a question. And if your prices are too high, but your credibility doesn't match, you're probably not going to get that kind of question. If your price is too high, but your credibility is okay, then you'll probably get the question of like, hey, I'm really interested in working with you, but it might be out of my budget, or can you offer a discount? Sometimes I get that kind of question too from someone who's interested, but they think that potentially with the budget that they have, my prices might be too high. So that's one way I look at pricing and taking in information of people talking to me to get kind of a clearer picture of where they are in the process. All right, we got about 33 seconds left. I think that's basically all of the information I wanted to cover. That's kind of how I would recommend troubleshooting if you're not seeing orders go backwards. If you're not seeing clicks, go backwards. If you're not seeing impressions, then you have to start way at the beginning and make sure that you're just getting eyeballs on you, because at every step of the process, you need to be promoting credibility, making sure that your skills are very clear and sellable. You have a personality that people want to work with. You look friendly. You look on top of it. You look timely. Oh, I haven't mentioned delivery timer. Play around with that as well. It changes with how people see you in search and what people are going to be expecting with the quality and the price that you're selling things at. All right, that's it for me. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And again, this is a chatty, unedited One Take Tuesday video. If you're looking for something a little more scripted and edited, then please be sure to subscribe and check back for Freelance Friday videos every single Friday. And I am already over time, so I might as well continue my spiel. If you have a question for a future Freelance Friday video or One Take Tuesday, make sure to comment that down below, and I will do my best to comment on it or make a video. If I can, I'll start thinking on it. And this troubleshooting video has come up a couple times in some questions from other subscribers. So just an example, I do my best to make videos on topics when I can. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. See ya.